Crime and Compassion Through the Eyes of a Forensic Psychiatrist, Gwen Adshed and Eileen Horn, is a book that explores the dark side of human nature. Through 11 real cases, the authors analyze the motives and circumstances that lead people to commit heinous crimes. Why is it important to read the evil that inhabits us? The book is important for several reasons. First, it offers a deep insight into the human mind, even in its darkest manifestations. Adshed and Horn are experienced forensic psychiatrists, and they bring their clinical and academic expertise to the book. They provide insightful insights into the factors that contribute to violence, including biological, psychological, and social factors. Secondly, the book is a warning about the dangers of violence and cruelty. It shows us that violence is a complex and multifaceted problem that can affect anyone, regardless of their age, gender, or social class. Third, the book is an appeal to compassion and understanding. Adshed and Horn argue that it is important to try to understand the motives of people who commit heinous crimes, even if those motives are difficult to understand. They remind us that we are all human, and that we all have the ability to commit terrible acts. What is learned from the evil that dwells in us? The book teaches us a number of important lessons, including: violence is a complex problem that can have many causes. People who commit heinous crimes are, for the most part, ordinary people who have committed extraordinary acts. It is important to try to understand the motives of people who commit crimes, even if those motives are difficult to understand. Full summary. The book is divided into 11 chapters, each of which is dedicated to a real case. Cases include murders, rapes, assaults, and other violent crimes. In each chapter, the authors present the case and analyze the factors that led the criminal to commit the crime. They also discuss the consequences of crime for victims, criminals, and society. Examples of cases presented in the book: a man who murdered his wife and children. A woman who raped and killed a 10-year-old boy. A young man who committed a mass shooting. A man who tortured and killed his girlfriend. A woman who became a serial killer. Explanation of the factors that lead people to commit heinous crimes. The authors of the book identify 3 types of factors that can lead people to commit heinous crimes. Biological factors. These factors include genetics, brain function, and mental illness. Psychological factors. These factors include personality, trauma, and mental disorders. Social factors. These factors include poverty, inequality, and cultural violence. Explanation of the consequences of heinous crimes. The consequences of heinous crimes can be devastating for victims, criminals, and society. For victims, heinous crimes can cause trauma, suffering, and loss. For criminals, criminals can suffer from guilt, remorse, and stigma. For society, heinous crimes can cause fear, mistrust, and violence. Concluding. The Evil That Inhabits Us is an important book that helps us better understand the dark side of human nature. The book is a warning about the dangers of violence and cruelty and an appeal to compassion and understanding. Review. The Evil That Inhabits Us is a well-written and informative book. Adshed and Horn present their cases clearly and concisely. The book is full of valuable insights that can help us better understand the dark side of human nature. The book is a valuable resource for mental health professionals, lawyers, police, and anyone interested in understanding violence.